We are here. Somaliland is here.
Now, former IEBC chairperson Issack Hassan has released a book on the Kenyan elections titled Referee of a Dirty Game. Speaking to our sister station Spice FM earlier today, Issack, who served as the commission's chair from November 9th, 2011 to October 6th, 2016, recounted his experience as the chair.
Elections, yes, which all over the world has to be observed. The first is that candidates and political parties must accept and respect the authority of the commission.
Yes.
In terms of supervising the elections. Number two, when they contest for elections, they have to accept the results as announced by the commission. And number three, if they are not happy with the results, they go through the election dispute resolution mechanisms which are there by law. Those are the three rules that we all, if we follow that route, I think the job of managing elections will have been just another technical, legal work that we
process.
Do. Yes. But do you think we observe those three, or any of them?
You see, it ties in with what Eric has asked, because yes, we have our elections for the presidency and for political positions every 5 years.
Yeah.
Now, what we see happening in the run-up to the election, one could argue is a pointer to how our politicians behave, how they think, and that for them, there actually are no rules. So, if that is how they function within the political space.
You know, Chiti,
Yes.
when we almost went to the brink of civil war in Kenya,
Yes.
and we came back from the precipice, there was the feeling by everybody, all right-thinking Kenyans, that we will try and not take again our country back to that level of danger, where the whole political state was going to be destroyed. So even as I was taking up this job as part of the reform institutions, my own view was that our politicians will respect the fact that we almost went to the brink of civil war, and that they will not, therefore, be as careless as they were, number one. And number two, there were those who were charged in The Hague. So international criminal justice was also out there as a deterrence against those who may have thought of creating violence. So these are the things that you consider when you are taking this job, and you're expecting the rules of the game, but also there's a national will by the government, by the political parties, by the media, everybody, not to. We were almost we became a basket case.
Yeah.
So nobody wanted us to go back there.
So you believed that everybody had learnt their lesson?
Yes.
And that everybody had actually gotten to a point where they were like, all right.
Not again.
Never again.
Yes.
And when you saw Kibaki after the referendum of 2010,
yeah,
you believed now we have institutions in place, we
have
a new constitution, we have arrived, the birth of a new republic.
Of course.
Just 2 years, 2 years later.
Yes.
And we're back to where we were. When the first calls for Maandamano were being called, and they were saying, Hassan and his guy should go home. Did you think they were serious? What were you thinking initially?
If you read my book, you will know that by the time they were going for Maandamano, I had already made the decision to resign from the office and leave the job because of pressure from my family. And I had tried to actually resign twice. I offered to resign. So I was looking for the best opportunity to, but this view was not shared by other commissioners. But towards the end of the protests, the older commissioners, those who were on pension, Sharawe, Zibo, Buire, Galma, they also got fed up. I said, okay, we also want to.
If